One of Donald's kids named Lucy, who couldn't keep her mouth shut, would go to school and tell her teachers, her counselors, her principals that her daddy would kill people and make her and her brothers and sisters help him get rid of the bodies. People would, ask her, like, what are you talking about? And she would say, but my daddy will wake me up and tell me that I have to go with him to the well. And anytime I have to go to the well, I'm scared. I know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to come back. So what would happen is she's saying her dad would wake her up or whatever, and she would have to go with her dad to help him put the bodies in the well. And he would drop a body down into that well, 90 feet down. And she says her brothers and sisters would have to put dirt over the bodies that went down in the well, and grass and leaves and all of that stuff. She said that over the years that she knows that her father put at least 50 to 70 bodies in that well. And she said that the ones that she saw were all white women, all from the ages from 20s to the 30s. All of them had like brown hair, dirty blonde, like it's a darkish. They all had more darker hair, and they were all 20 to 30, except for one was a 15-year-old runaway. Now, she would go to school and tell her teachers, and she said that her teachers told her, honey, we don't worry about family issues. You got to worry about family issues at home. The counselors, law enforcement, nobody ever listened to her. And she told people for 45 years that this was going on, and nobody would ever listen to her. Now, Lucy is much older, and she has been actually working with the sheriff's office and the FBI. She went all the way to the FBI and has gotten them involved. And that's how we know about it in the media now. He died in 2013, but what she wants is for them to dig up that well and get the bodies out and give the families closure and peace and give the women a proper burial. That's what she says. The well has years now been filled in. So there is no well there now. It's just dirt and trees covering where the well used to be. Lucy, by the way, she has offered to take a lie detector test. They said for years, and they have it documented in the law enforcement, like the paperwork. They don't have it documented all the way back to the 70s because back then they didn't have computers, but even just years ago, they have it documented where she went into law enforcement and told them, and they never investigated it. It's not like she just come up with this story. And she went out there with the FBI and these cadaver dogs. Now, 2 cadaver dogs went out there, 2 Australian cattle dogs, Jody and Jetty. Now, this is a big area. They said that those dogs hit, meaning they hit on the scent of human remains in 4 different areas out there. And one of those spots was exactly where the well was. And one of the dogs barked at it and the other dog sat on it. Ooh, I have chills thinking about it. And the person that was over the cadaver dogs said, ma'am, I'm gonna tell you something. It'd be pretty unheard of for 2 of these dogs to hit on the exact same spot and for nothing to be out there. One of Lucy's sisters has said that she's lying. Said this never happened. It wasn't true. She wants her father's name cleared. He would never do anything like this, and that it's all made up. But again, Lucy's been telling people this for years. She's not trying to get fame, and she said that she would take a lie detector test. The sister that said it didn't happen says that one of her dad's wives had a baby and that it was stillborn, and they buried the baby out there in a shoebox, and that's what they think the dog is hitting on. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. I think that they need to find out. I can understand if they think it's not true. They're like, man, this would be a waste of money. But at the same time, I don't know. Now, hear this to make the story even stranger. Remember how I was telling you about Donald Sturdy's 2 wives? Allegedly, they both passed away, and one passed away from herself with an electrical cord. Seems a bit odd. And then the other one passed away from shooting herself. Seems a bit weird. The whole story is so bizarre and strange, and I think they should dig it up.